Welcome to day 17 of 100 Days of Propagation with Priscille. Today we are going to do something slightly different. We're going to repot a propagation. Now, I have this beautiful propagation bouquet that I've done with two different type of plants. Now, they can fall in the same similar philodendron family, and that's why their root system is similar to each other. But now, if you've watched the myth busting video on day 15, one of the things I shared is that leaving your propagation in water too long is not the best, unless if you're giving it extra nutrients. So today we are going to plant and repot this propagation. Now, I had these cuttings were extremely small. They come from two different mama plants. Actually, I'm gonna post a video up here of the propagation that I took from my mom's apartment. And we'll also talk about the leca in here and how the plant was able to thrive for such a period of time. And so, are you ready? Today I'm finally potting up two plants I've been propagating together. The first is the green Aglaonema Cultivar, also known as Chinese Evergreen, and my favorite, the snow Queen Pothos. Now I'm planting both of these in the Very Plants potting mix, and I want to walk you through why I propagated them together, what I noticed about the roots, and what I learned along the way. Now, both of these plants were propagated in a similar jar, and that wasn't by accident. The Aglaonema and the Pothos both belong to the Araceae family, which means that they develop similar water roots. So their roots, you can see, they're thick, they're white, and they adapt so well to transitioning from water to soil. That's why they are one of my favorite plants to propagate. They also enjoy similar conditions, and they just love being together. And so it makes it easy to monitor their roots and create a stable environment. Now, the Aglaonema is native to Southeast Asia, where it grows on the forest floors in humid shaded environments. It's also known to be incredibly tolerant to low light and often recommended for basically any new plant parent. The Snow Queen is similar. Now, they are actually from South Pacific, and they love, they just love to climb and look at those creamy variegation and vigorous growth. They're so absolutely beautiful. Now, full transparency, I should have repotted these earlier because as you can see, some of the Snow Queen's roots started to rot, which is a common issue when cuttings stay too long in water without enough oxygen. Now, this is a great reminder that water propagation is a temporary stage, and once roots are well established, moving your plant and your cutting to soil helps prevent breakdown and encourage stronger growth. Now, before planting, I basically just removed the damaged roots and made sure everything was healthy. And I'm using Very Plants potting mix because it's light, well aerated, and supports healthy root transition from water to soil. And I also downsizes the planter slightly, which helps prevent overwatering and gives the roots a chance to establish without sitting in excess moisture. Now, this process is part of the learning, and I think we got to remember that propagation is not perfect. It's about observation, and every plant teaches us something different, and we just have to pay attention to it. And now these two should be ready to continue to grow stronger and more resilient than before. And that was day 17 of 100 Days of Propagation with Priscille. Once again, thank you so much for being here. Now, if you've been loving this series, feel free to subscribe, hit that like button. And if you have a plant in mind that you love for me to propagate, drop it in the comments. Or if you'd love to share what your favorite plant is at home, drop it in the comment as well. I look forward to connecting with you. And I'll see you tomorrow for day 18 of 100 Days of Propagation with Priscille.